Yes. Good morning, everybody. I am teacher Alex, the teacher at the Les Chérubins Complex College. This is the class of P5. As usual, we are going to study the subject of mathematics. Thank you. I would like everyone to take the book, your notebook, and even the exercise book. Make sure that you have well written the dates, and also you have made a good margin. Thank you. So, let's try to do this simple exercise here. Four times 6 is equal to what? 4 times 6 is equal to what? 4 times 6 is equal to 24. 4 times 5 is equal to what? 4 times 5 is equal to 20. So may I ask you one question? Who can actually tell me any 3 multiples of 4? Yes. The first multiple of 4 is 4. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So let's try to write multiples of 4. What are the multiples of 4? Multiples of 4 are 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 4 times 3 is equal to 4 times 3 is equal to 12. 4 times 4 is equal to 16. 4 times 5 is equal to 20, and so on. We can continue. So 4, it has many multiples. So what are the multiples? What are the multiples of number 6? What are the multiples of 6? The multiples of 6 are 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 5, 30. So we can continue finding the multiples of 6. I would like to request everybody to see these multiples of 4 together with the multiples of 6. Then try to find out the common multiples. The multiples means simply to mean the multiples which are in the multiples of 4 and also are in the multiples of 6. So those are called the common multiples. What are the common multiples of 4 and 6? Common multiples of 6 and 4. What are the common multiples of 6 and 4? To mean the multiples which are in the multiples of 4 and also are in the multiples of 6. What are they? Let's try to see. Is 4 in the multiples of 6? No. 8? No. 12? Yes, here we have 12 and also here we have 12. 12 is in the multiples of 4 and 6. What about 16? No. 20? No. Okay, so you can continue and then you find out the common multiples. So you see here, we have already found the common multiples of 4 and 6. So anyway, within these common multiples of 6 and 4, who can tell me the smallest common multiple, the lowest, the smallest common multiple? Yes, as it is clear here, and we have already seen we have already seen one common multiple, and it is the smallest. The lowest common multiple, the lowest common multiple of 6 and 4 is 12. And then I would like to ask you, what are you going to study? Yes, you have actually thought like how I think we are going now to learn lowest common multiples, lowest common multiples. It can be abbreviated like this: lowest common multiples of numbers. Lowest common multiples of numbers. By the end of this lesson, every student will be able to calculate lowest common multiples of numbers. Let's try to have here some examples. Find the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8. As I have said here, the solution, you need first of all to calculate the multiples of 4 and also the multiples of 8. What are the multiples of 4? Multiples of 4. What are the multiples of 4? Multiples of 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on. So what are the multiples of 8? Multiples of 8. What are the multiples of 8? The multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, and so on. So what are the common multiples of 4 and 8? The multiples which are in the multiples of 4 and also in the multiples of 8. Let's try to find out common multiples of 4 and 8. What are they? So here we have 8. We have 8. We also have 16, and also 24. So these are the common multiples of 8 and 4. Among these common multiples of 4 and 8, which one is the smallest? Which one is the smallest? Good. The smallest common multiples of 4 and 8 is 8. Thus, the lowest common multiple, least common multiple, which can be abbreviated like this, of 4 and 8 is 8. Yes. That's good. So this is the first way of how to calculate the lowest common multiples of two numbers, or you can calculate even the lowest common multiples of more than two numbers. So there is also the simplest way of calculating the lowest common multiples of two numbers or more than two numbers. So there is the procedure or the way of using ladder method. So let's try to find out the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8 using the second method. Second method. Ladder method. So first of all, you have to write 4 and here you write 8. You do it like this. This is a ladder method. You begin with the smallest factor. Begin with the smallest factor. You find out the numbers which can divide these two numbers. Can 2, the factor of 2, can divide any one of these two numbers? Either of these two numbers? Yes. A number is divisible by 2 if and only if the last digit is even. To mean it is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Simply 2 will divide these two numbers. So I put 2 here. 4 divided by 2, I will get 2. 8 divided by 2, I will get also 4. Is this 2 still dividing these two numbers? Yes. So I put here 2. 2 divided by 2, here I will get 1. 4 divided by 2, I will get also here 2. Among these two numbers here we are having, is there anyone which can be divisible by 2? Yes. Here, this number can be divisible by 2. I here just put 2. Then 2 divided by 2, here we'll be having 1. So here we have already got 1. So you try to divide the two numbers till you get 1, 1. So then after, you multiply the factors. You have all the factors you have obtained. So that is the lowest common multiple. Simply to mean, the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8 is equal to the product of all the factors you have put here. So simply to mean, the lowest common factor of 4 and 8 is equal to 2 power 1, 2, 3. 2 power 3, which is equal to 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. So you can either use one of the methods of your choice. The method which is simple to you, which is the one that you can use. So let me give you some exercise. Question number 1. Calculate the lowest common multiple, the lowest common multiples of the following given numbers. So here we have 24 and 40. B 18, 15 and 20. 3, 4, 6, and 10. So try to use one of the methods which is simple for you to calculate these exercises that I give you. Thank you very much for your kind attention.